All right, let's solve another interesting question under reinforced design concrete. Under reinforced cement concrete. We have not got into design yet. All right, so the question says a horizontal cantilever of 2.5 meter long is of rectangular cross section 50 mm wide throughout its length and depth varying uniformly from 50 mm at the free end to 150 mm at the fixed end. Hold on, let's explain that part. Now, this is our cantilever beam and it is 2.5 meter long. Now, they said it is a rectangular section, right? And it is 50 mm wide and the depth is also 50 mm. Now, if you look at this, if I draw a straight line from this line now to this point now, you are going to see that this rectangular section will successfully fit in. But from this point now down to this point, from this point down to this point, you understand? You are going to see that the length will vary. You understand? It is going to vary uniformly from this 50 mm downward. That's what the question is saying. And so, and at this other end now, we are having a rectangular section which is 50 mm wide and it is what, 150 millimeter. You understand? That is, the depth is 150 mm. So that is what the question is saying. And it said a load of 3 kilonewton at the free end. You can see that. Find the position of the highest stress section and the value of the maximum bending stress induced. Neglect the weight of the cantilever himself. Now, I've given us the given data there. I just bring out the length and the load, which is 3 kilonewton. All right. So now the first thing we are going to be analyzing here is for us to get the depth. Or okay, let's first take the moment about this cross section. All right. If we take our moment about this section SS, let's take moment about the section SS. So moment about section SS will be equals to what? Is going to be equals to the load, that is 3 kilonewton multiplied by what? Multiplied by S. And you know that your kilo, so our kilo is 1000, right? So we are going to have 3000 multiplied by what? By S. We are taking moment along this section. So this multiplied by this. All right. So this now, the unit is going to be what? Newton. It's going to be in Newton meter. So if we take this to be in Newton mm, so the moment along SS section will be equals to what? It's going to be equals to 3 times 10 to the power of 6, because we are going to multiply by 1000, right? So we are going to have 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of 6 S Newton mm. I hope we understand. All right. So now let's find the depth of this section. So the depth of this section is going to be equals to what? It's going to be equals to the initial depth. The initial depth, which is what? 50 initial depth, that is, let's call it D1. The initial depth plus what? Plus the change in depth. It changed from what? It changed from this 150 to what? To 50. So that is D1, this is D2. So it's going to be D2 minus D1 all over what? All over the length of the cantilever beam multiplied by what? Multiplied by S. All right, so if we substitute now, what are we going to have? So we are going to have this to be equals to 50 plus what? Plus 150 minus 50 divided by 2.5 multiplied by what? Multiplied by S. So if we do that, we are going to have D to be equals to what? That is 50 plus 150 minus 50 is 100. And 100 divided by 2.5 is 40. So that is going to be 50 plus 40 S. All right. So that is our depth. That is our depth. Now, the next thing we want to find is our Y. You know, our Y is the distance either from the top part of the beam to the neutral axis. Do you understand? So it means D divided by 2. And for the case of a rectangular section, it is what? D divided by what? By 2. So Y will be equals to D divided by 2. And what is our D? Our D is 50 plus 40S divided by 2. All right. So that is what we are going to have. All right. So now the next thing is we are going to find the the moment of inertia of the rectangular section. And you know that the moment of inertia of a rectangle is what? BD cubed over 12. All right. So the moment of inertia is what? BD cubed all over what? All over 12. All right. So if we make our substitution here, what are we going to have? So the moment of inertia is going to be what? So what will be the base? What will be the base and what will be the depth? So it's going to be what? 50, and the depth is going to be 50 plus 40s, right? So we are going to have 50 as our base, you can see, for the rectangular section. Then multiply by what? Multiply by 50 plus 40s, 50 plus 40s, all to the power of 3 divided by what? By 12. So this is our moment of inertia. All right. So now you are going to recall from our Fletcher equation that our stress is equals to my over I. Our maximum stress is equals to moment, that is maximum moment, multiplied by y all over what? I. All right, so that's it. So if we substitute now, if we substitute all these parameters that we have in that equation, what are we going to have? So it means that our maximum stress will be equals to what? So we are going to have 3 times 10 to the power of 6, 3 times 10 to the power of 6, then multiply by y. Y is nothing but what? Y is 50 plus 40s divided by 2, then divided by what? Divided by I. Our I is 50 into 50 plus 40s to the power of 3, everything divided by what? By 12. All right. So if we rearrange this, our 2 will come down here and 12 will go back up there. All right. So our maximum stress will be equals to 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of 6 multiplied by 12 into what? Into 50 multiplied by 50 plus 40s. All right. So that's what we are going to have there. All right. So divided by 50 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 50 plus what? Plus 40s all to the power of what? 3. All right. So 2 here 1, 2 here is 6, and this will go in this. Is going to leave us 2 here. All right. So that is what we are going to have. All right, so I discovered there's made a mistake here in my substitution. I did not put s because at the moment the maximum bending moment along the SS section is 3 times 10 to the power of 6 s. All right, I was wondering where is my s. All right, so let's continue. So maximum stress will now be equals to, so if you press 3 times 10 to the power of 6 divided by 50, 3 times 10 to the power of 6 multiplied by 3 times 10 to the power of 6 multiplied by 6, and you divide by 50, you are going to have 36,000. That's what we are going to have. So if you multiply by 10 to the power of 6 multiply by 6 divided by 50, you are going to have 36,000 s. No s will be attached to it, so I'm going to have 36,000 s divided by 50 plus 40s all to the power of 2. All right, so that is what we are going to have. Now for our stress to be maximum, the differentiation of this maximum stress in respect to s must be equals to what? Must be equals to 0. Exactly. So we are going to need to differentiate what we have here. That is, for maximum stress, d of stress in respect to ds will be equals to 0. All right, so that's what we are going to differentiate. Differentiate. If you want to differentiate that, it's going to be d. So d all over ds into what? We substitute our stress here. So it's going to be what? It's going to be 36,000 s all over what? All over 50 plus what? Plus 40 s all squared, then equals to what? 0, right? All right, so let's differentiate this. So for us to differentiate this, we are going to be using what? We are going to be using our quotient rule, right? That is, if we have y to be equals to u over v, the y all over the s will be equals to v du ds minus u dv ds all over what? All over v square, right? So that's what we are going to do, and you don't need to stress yourself doing this. All right, so let's do it one after the other. All right, so it means that this one is our u, this one is our what? Our v, right? So let's follow the formula. This is going to be v. So v, that is 50 plus 40s all square, that is our v, multiplied by du ds. This is our u. So if we differentiate this in respect to s, we are going to have 36,000. So 36,000 minus u dv ds. U dv ds. So this is our u. We are going to have 36,000 s. Then we are differentiating this. I hope you understand. All right. So u dv ds. So this is our u. Our u here is going to be 36,000 s. Then we are differentiating this. So for us to differentiate this, we are going to be using a chain rule. So this is going to be 2 multiplied by 2 into what? 2 into 50 plus 40s into multiplied by what? 40. If you differentiate the bracket, you have 40. Then divided by what? Divided by, let me do it well, divided by v square, right? And our v square will be equal, our v square is what? Our v square is 50 plus 40s all to the power of 4, right? That is what we are going to have. So this will be equals to what? 0. All right. All right, so this will be equals to 0. So that's what we are going to have. All right, so what will be the next thing we are going to do now? So the next thing we can do here is, if you look at this carefully, you are going to observe that 36 is common, right? We can factor it out, right? So if we do that, so if we factor out 36,000, we are going to have 36,000, all right, into, I'm going to have 50 plus 40s all squared minus what? Minus 2s into 50, or you can just say 2 multiplied by s multiplied by 40, that is 80s, then 50 plus 40s, then divided by what? Divided by 50 plus 40s. All right, everything to the power of what? 4. So everything will be equals to 0. All right, so if we divide both sides, by 36,000, so let's just say divide both sides by 36,000. 0 divided by 36,000, 36,000 will cancel out. Then we'll just be left with what is here. I hope you understand. All right, so let's continue. Minus 80s into what? Into 50 plus 40s all over what? All over 50 plus 40s. Then everything will be equals to what? 0. This one to the power of 4. All right. Now, if we cross multiply again, we decide to cross multiply. This one is over 1. 0 multiplied by this, 1 multiplied by this, so we'll be left with 50 plus 40s all squared minus 80s into 50 plus 40s equals to what? 0. All right. So again, we can factor out 50 plus 40s. So if we factor out 50 plus 40s, so we left with 50 plus 40s minus 80s. Everything will be equals to what? 0. All right. So if you divide both sides by 50 plus 40s, then here too you have 50 plus 40s. 50 plus 40s. All right. So this will cancel out this. Then 0 divided by this again. We left with 50 minus 40s equals to what? 0. All right, because 40s minus 80s is what? Is minus 40. So if we move this to the other side, it means that 40s will be equals to what? 50. So if we divide both sides by 40, so s will be equals to, I think that should be 1.5, right? Sorry, 1.25. All right, and it's going to be in what? In meter. All right, so it's going to be in meter. Now we have gotten the value of s, right? Now we are now going to go and substitute this s value in the what? In the stress equation. In the stress equation before we differentiate. Is that clear? In the maximum stress equation before we differentiate. So I said maximum stress is equals to what? So it's equals to 36,000 s divided by what? Divided by 50 plus what? 50 plus 40s all squared. 50 plus 40s all squared, right? So that's what we have. So now we are now going to substitute value of s here now. So our maximum stress now, will therefore be equals to 36,000 multiplied by 1.25 divided by what? Divided by 40. 50 plus 40 into 1.25, then everything all squared, right? So if you press that in your calculator, you're going to have your maximum stress. Will be equals to what? It's going to be equals to 45 Newton per what? Per mm squared. All right. So that is what we are going to have, and this is how to go about this whole question. I believe this question is well simplified, well structured, and well arranged. You can let us know that in the comment section. Peradventure today is your first time coming across our content, do well to give this video a thumbs up. Click on the notification bell so that anytime we upload any content like this, you'll be the first to be notified. And don't forget to share our lecture with your friends who might be in need of them. And don't forget that we offer a private tutoring class. If you are interested, or if you are interested in our tutoring class, or you are interested in our material, because we have a well and written structured material on reinforced cement concrete, more question and more solution, and which will be of help to you. So if you want to order for the material, or you want a private tutoring, you can send us a direct message via our email address or our WhatsApp. Everything you need is on our description there. Exactly. So thank you. Stay tuned for more.